Might be something like helping my dad the previous summer with the roof in the garage. All day I basically handed him tools when he needed them, and held pieces of wood for me to shoot with a nail gun. Before we left to New York, I had told him I was confident painting walls if anything in the building needed painting. But he said that he hired people to do that, and those people would not want any help from me. This was disappointing. I had bragged to my friends that I'd be working construction for the summer, and they had been impressed. I thought I might be able to learn a trade like painting, or maybe spackling, and use that to work my way through school. I was so thin that I thought I might grow fit and have my shoulders fit out like I always dreamed they would. I would do push-ups in my room every night, I told myself. I would find one of the bars and let college kids in and order a pint of beer. I would walk in like it was no big deal, and no one would be the wiser. The elevator had an operator who was 40 and also had his own personal radio. Turn that shit down, he growled at Jesse. Hey, why do I gotta turn my shit down? Why don't you turn your shit down? Jesse said. Jesse said this like it was a joke, but Hakeem didn't seem amused. Because if you don't, you aren't going anywhere in the fucking elevator. Hey, said Jesse, turning his thumb in my direction. You know who this is? Yeah, Hakeem said, a white boy. This is Steve's son, Jesse said, grinning a toothy grin. I'm showing him around. Hakeem looked at me. You're Steve's son? He asked. I nodded. Hakeem grunted and pushed the button for the doors to close. In the gutted insides of the 7th floor, Jesse explained what the job was. Green metal garbage bins had to be filled with sheetrock, insulation, and what other trash there was on the floors. There was a lot of trash. The walls had been torn apart by sledgehammers, and only large steel pillars and dirty windows remained. You gotta wear gloves, Jesse said, tugging on his gloved hands, and you gotta wear your mask. He snapped the dust mask on his neck. I used to not like wearing the mask, he confessed, but then I would go home and have this cough. I had this cough so bad I couldn't sleep, and my lady couldn't sleep either. She got so mad about coughing, she made me sleep on the couch, but I couldn't help it. I kept coughing and coughing, and all this black shit would come out of my phlegm. It was nasty, man. I got really scared because I don't have insurance to see a doctor. Thank God it went away. I know some guys where it didn't leave them, and they cough and cough all the time, and they probably always will, so I don't fuck around. Now I make sure. He snapped the mask on his neck again. I make sure to wear the mask. The mask made my nose itch and red and itchy, and it made it harder to breathe. I would take it off sometimes and put it on again. If you went into the light, you could see how much dust there was all around. Being so thick, it looked like a swarm of gnats, all different shapes and sizes, floating lazily in a small section where the light broke through. Whether I wore it or not, though, I still coughed up black goo. There were 12 floors, and all there was to do was fill bins with trash until it was time to go home. After the 3rd day, I would leave and hide on the roof for as long as I thought I could be missed, or sometimes sit in the basement and pretend like I was getting something out of my locker. It was not just the work, but the place itself that tore at me. Everything was gray, everything was dust and rubble, and always there was a thud of hammers, the scream of electric saws and sanders, roaring, buzzing, and hawing from early morning until the very last minute when we left. Jesse didn't complain about the noise or the way that everything was gray. He complained about the other workers. He said they threw trash on the floor for him to pick up, how they drank and smoked and did other drugs on the job, and how almost none of them were worth 2 shits in a fight. At least that's what he said. I smoke weed is all I do here. But some of those guys, they come in fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Fucked up. And they want to fuck with you know what I'm saying? You smoke? I shook my head no. Weed made me paranoid and sullen. Well, if you ever want to pop, let me know. Let me know. I smoke every day, said Jesse. It takes the edge off, you know what I'm saying? Only time I don't smoke is when I go to see my girls. You got kids? I shook my head no. I got 2 kids, 2 girls. And my lady, she has 3, 2 boys and a girl. He said, we're fighting right now, my lady and I, but it's all good. It's not serious. You got yourself a woman? I nodded, but I guess it wasn't enthusiastic enough. What's the matter? You don't like her? Jesse asked. I like her, I said.